morning, everybody. Thanks for dropping back into the channel. Today's actually kind of a fun one, only because since we've had to be running the stocks on the car, the baby looks like she's been skipping leg day, but we got a new pair of tires to throw in the back. So right now we're gonna load up and run down to the tire shop and have them mounted, since we don't have a machine and we don't really know anybody that's close to us that can do it for me. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and pay somebody to do it. So yeah, we're gonna run down there. We'll get the tires mounted on the wheels, and then we'll pick back up once we get back and after we get some coffee, for sure.
Hi.
Can you say hi? All right, we're back from the tire shop, and they were able to get me taken care of really quick. We got the new tires mounted on. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap the big wheels back on the car. So that way the car stops looking like it's a little chicken leg. And truth be told, I think I'm gonna try something a little bit different than just time-lapsing it, because honestly, setting up the camera and everything for just swapping the tires out just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk right over here and give it one of these. And we're all back looking right. Thank God. Because honestly, with the wider fenders on the car, if you're not running the right offset, she just kind of looks sad. Now that we got the car sitting right and happy, there's not much else I need to do to the car right now. We do have the event coming up on the 1st, but next weekend, we'll have the new radiator here in town. So we're actually gonna swap the radiator out, bleed it. I got a new expansion tank and bracket for the expansion tank to go on the new radiator. I just don't want to deal with pulling the expansion tank off of the radiator or the mounting bracket and trying to get all that stuff sorted, because I know that bracket can break sometimes. So I'm just ordering a new one, not a big deal. And then once that's said and done, I mean, like, the car's pretty much ready for June 1st. And then once we're done with June 1st, as much as I hate to say it, like, I'm probably gonna put the car down for the summer just because it's too damn hot. And in the meantime, during the quote off season, we're gonna be working on this, which is the LM7 or 5.3 or 5.3 LS or whatever you want to call it. It's an iron block 5.3. My buddy Joey gifted it to me because he had it sitting in his garage. I've already talked to the machine shop. I figured out the numbers as far as what it's going to take to get it kind of refreshed, hot tanked, new cross hatching, and new cam bearings put in it. Have the crank gone over and make sure the crank is good. And then we're going to start rebuilding this thing. It's not going to be a quick swap, but I want to stay as consistent as possible. And my best idea during the summer for still coming out with content and recording videos is to do things either with the engine that we're going to swap into this thing, or just cleaning up the garage or making it more functional. I still don't have an air compressor. There's a lot of tools that I don't have yet. The other goal today is to kind of clean the garage up, because it just sort of, I don't know. It's a disaster to me and it's driving me a little crazy. I'm not gonna jump into that right now. I'm gonna hang out for a couple hours until I can cool off, because it's already like 85, 90 degrees outside and I'm starting to feel really hot. So I'm gonna go inside, kick back for a little bit. It's still pretty early in the day. And then later on, I'm gonna come back out. We'll clean up the garage, we'll sort things out. And I think that's where we'll cap this video off. Cool. Let's do that. All right, guys. So hung out done inside for a little bit, and then went and got a haircut because my hair was not doing okay. But at this point, it's getting later in the day, and I just feel like I want to do something. So I want to clean up the garage a little bit, because like I showed you guys earlier, it's just kind of a mess. I need to try and organize a little bit and just make things feel a bit more clean or just well sorted. So I'm gonna jump into that, and then I think we're gonna wrap up today's video. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but honestly this week I didn't really have a hell of a lot to do. Next weekend we're gonna have quite a bit to do because we gotta swap out the radiator, and then we'll be ready for the nice event. So all right, well, I didn't realize that my camera turned off as I was pushing the car out of the garage, but I feel like I made a lot of progress. I'll show you guys. It's about as clean as I'm gonna be able to get it. I need to get a rolling toolbox here soon because I just don't have a good solution to keep all my tools in one place. And if I had a rolling toolbox, I'd be able to clean up a lot more of my storage as far as the shelves are concerned, and have some places to put things that it wouldn't look like a disaster. But yeah, I mean, as far as that's concerned, it's on the docket. And then here coming up in June, we're gonna drop the 5.3s block off at the machine shop. We're gonna get that cross-hatched, hot tanked, you know, top to bottom gone through, new cam bearings, the works. So that way we can start rebuilding it. I have just the stock pistons and everything. I'm gonna end up getting those cleaned up. And then we're gonna do pretty much a stock bottom end. Just, you know, pull everything apart, put new bearings and everything in it. And then we're gonna do, what I've been looking at is just the Brian Tooley stage 2 kit that comes with, you know, all the push rod, cam. And then we're gonna do an LS1 intake manifold so we can keep it cathedral port. And I honestly think the LS1 intake manifold is probably the tallest one we're going to be able to fit under the strap bar that's in the car. So to keep content going while we're not driving when it's too hot for the summer, we're going to end up building that LS and just doing some things around the garage as far as like a rolling toolbox. I still need an air compressor, and there's plenty of tools that I want and not necessarily need. Yeah, that's going to be pretty much what's coming up in the next couple months. Well, that being said, this was a short one. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming back by and watching. This will mark our 4th video consistently, week after week, and I'm not slowing down or stopping anytime soon. So if you want to continue seeing new content, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.